The heart versus the mind. Feeling versus thinking. Spirit versus logic. This is the million-dollar question. Which one do we follow? Lately, I've been having a hard time trying to find a good balance between the two. And I've been having a hard time choosing the heart versus the mind. Which one do I want? Should I follow logic or should I follow what I should just feel like I should do? You always hear that saying follow your heart. I'm sure a lot of us think it's corny or it's outdated or we hear that 1,000 times. But I feel like sometimes it's really worth paying attention to. I want to give some examples of perhaps the challenges of choosing between the heart and the mind, and which one you might want to follow or which one we should kind of consider. I'm going to bring about the example of basically going to college to get a job versus trying to be more of an entrepreneur and be more creative. See, that's something that I'm personally kind of struggling with a little bit. I guess the mind would tell you, bro, you went to school for 6 years, you know? You went to school for 6 years, you're finally a pharmacist, and you're making 6 figures. What the hell is there to complain about? And then the heart is like, but bro, you don't really enjoy what you're doing. You're not sad, but you want to know what else is out there in the world. You know, you want to go and try other things. Here's another example. Right now, I've been more in the habit of making YouTube videos, and I'm really enjoying the process. But here's another example where the heart versus the mind comes into play. So right now I'm making YouTube videos and the mind is saying, all right bro, you just dropped your YouTube video, it's time to analyze it, look at what hashtags you should be using, look at all the different ways to title your videos and what your thumbnails should look like to maybe optimize the views. And then the heart is like, but bro, why don't you just just enjoy yourself, make the video just because you like to talk about this topic and move on, post as much as you can consistently and just see where life takes you. Another kind of heart versus mind thing. I'll give you one more example. Another thing that I've kind of been struggling with is basically I recently bought a home about 2.5 years, 3 years ago. And usually when somebody buys a home, everybody just kind of assumes you're just gonna stay there for like whatever 10 years because I don't know, you have a 30-year mortgage. I know when I told my friends I bought a home, everyone just assumed I'm just gonna stay in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia for like the rest of my life. I never understood that assumption. But again, the mind will be like, bro, you have a mortgage to pay, you better stay your fucking ass at home. Or the heart is like, I want to travel the world, I want to see what else is there. Maybe there's another place that I really like and I really want to enjoy. Maybe let's see what else is there. There's so much more to the world than just kind of staying at the one place at a time. So what I'm saying, it seems like my mind is more rational, it's more logical, it tends to think more financially, and then my heart is more like, bro, like you should just do what you really want to do. Following your mind is basically choosing what you already know, while following your heart is basically delving into the unknown and embracing uncertainty. And while that may sound scary and more risky and less safe, I would argue that's the more exciting path to take. Because just think about it for yourself. When were you the happiest or most excited in your life? I would bet during that moment, it was when something really good happened to you and you weren't expecting it. You didn't know it was gonna happen, it just happened. And so I guess my point is, we should probably be more excited to delve into the unknown. Just because we don't necessarily know what our future holds. I think a lot of us equate that to the worst thing possible. If you really think about it, that can also mean that a lot more success and a lot more blessings are coming our way, just food for thought. And before I finish this video, I just want to leave you all with a real nigga quote by Big Sean, one of my favorite quotes, and it's, when we settle for something safe or unfamiliar, it's because we forgot that God is our security. All right, I'll leave you with that gem. Stay blessed and love yourself.